Welcome. In front of me is a OnePlus 13R, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device and its specifications. So, to get started, let's just pop it open. And here we'll have our charging cable, Type A to Type C. And well, that's about it outside of just paperwork. And then we get the phone at the bottom here. And there we go. Putting it up, we should have our screen visible. There we go, it's putting up now. I want to point it out, when it vibrated right now, the vibration here doesn't feel that great. It feels kind of on the lower end for some reason, but this could be just the boot up kind of vibration. And I'm referring to kind of like the haptic feedback feel. So this one didn't feel too great, at least initially. We'll see if that changes. And now, now that you can see the display, you can also get a nice look at the screen to body ratio, which is pretty nice right here. And to put that pretty nice into numbers, we're looking at 91.2% screen to body ratio. That is very good. Now this is an LTPO AMOLED display. Not sure what the LTPO 4.1 is supposed to be. 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus certified, Dolby Vision certified, HDR Vivid, and a peak brightness of 4500 nits. It also boasts a 450 pixels per inch covered with a Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, and boasts a resolution of 1264 by 2780, which obviously makes the display super sharp. So there we go, that's everything that there is to the display. It looks fantastic, it will run fantastically with 120 Hz refresh rate and all the certifications that it also comes with. Now let's see if I can quickly get some kind of haptic feedback. Let's whip out a keyboard. That's usually what... Okay, no, the haptic feedback is pretty nice here. I did want to go through this just so I can kind of feel it, and it does feel good. So it was just a boot up vibration that was kind of meh. Now, flipping it over to the back, we have our camera setup, and that is rocking a dual 50 megapixel sensors, one being wide, the other one being telephoto, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide. And with those cameras, you can record videos up to 4K at 60, same thing for the 1080p, plus slow motion of 120 and 240. And then at the front, in the hole punched camera, you can see right now, we have a 16 megapixel f2.4 wide sensor, 2.4 aperture, and that does 1080p at only 30 frames. So that's basically the info for the cameras. Now if we go into the internals and talk about those, that's where the device kind of starts to fall apart, in my opinion. So we have 6000 mAh battery, that is good. And the reason it's so big is because it's using the new silicone type battery, which allows it to have the same kind of physical size while having a bigger capacity. And also, because of this, it can be charged faster. So we have a roughly the same kind of footprint of a device that we would usually have for devices that, for instance, come with battery around 5000 milliamps. This is now 6000, so pretty good. And like I said, it charges faster because of that. It's being powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and starting from 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, and goes up to second model being 512 gigs with 16 gigs of RAM. Both options coming with UFS 4.0 storage type. Now the reason I'm mentioning both options having this storage type is because some manufacturers with lower end versions, they have crappier storage type than the higher storage versions do. So that's that. And in terms of other things that aren't really visible, we have under display fingerprint sensor, going over also the build quality and stuff like that. We have power button volume rockers with antennas around here. We have a infrared blaster right here, meaning you can control appliances like, for instance, AC units around your house with the phone. We have microphone and something else right here. Then we got the physical switch, which is something nice about the OnePluses. So you can switch it from silent to complete mute. or vibrate, and obviously the sound mode. Then at the bottom we have our SIM tray. This is just a SIM tray, no expendable storage, microphone, I assume another microphone, and speakers next to that. And there we go. That's basically everything that you get with the device. Now, one thing that I want to point out is that I find this device to be overpriced for what it offers. As it is running a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, it is a last gen processor. And this device ain't cheap. From when I checked it online, it is roughly close to $1,000 US. That would include a tax. So for that price, it's not the cheapest. Now I'm gonna check it out right now, just so I have like current price, what I can get it at on something similar to like Amazon would have. So I am checking that in Poland on Allegro.pl or PL. So OnePlus 13R is retailing here for 3,700 PLN. That's officially from OnePlus offerings on Allegro. And I actually don't see very many options here. So it looks like OnePlus is the only retailer selling on Allegro, and that is 3,700, which is, what is it, 50, 55, about $60 maybe, away from just $1,000 US. So it's not much. And so it's very close to what I would consider flagship price in current year. And for flagship price in current year, this is running last year's processor. Now the reason this is very important when it comes down to this specific model is because there is a OnePlus 12 that exists. And taking a look at that, if we look at OnePlus 12, we have a cheaper phone with better specifications, because it will have a better camera and it is cheaper. Other than that, it's almost identical device. It feels more premium. I want to point that out. The 12 will feel better than this one. This, in terms of looks and feels, just feels kind of mid. Best I can describe it. And also putting that out, the cheaper version of, or cheaper phone being the OnePlus 12 comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM, opposed to the base entry coming with 12 of this one, and comes with 512 gigs of storage instead of 256. So you get double storage and more RAM for less with the same processor as that was the flagship phone of last year from OnePlus. And it will be a much better option if you want to save up some money and still have basically the same kind of experience on the phone. And camera wise, obviously the last model was trying to have the best cameras, as that was the best offering from OnePlus at that time. So you're not going to be losing on cameras either. Very possibly it's going to have better cameras than this one has right here. So like I said, no reason to pick this one up, because you can pick the last model, which has same or better specifications for less, which completely defeats the purpose of picking this phone. So that's just kind of where I'm standing at, and I hope this recommendation and just really kind of logical choice helped you. Now, I know that some people might not have looked at the previous model of it and just, so yeah, I'm gonna get this year a new OnePlus 13R, as the 13 is just egregiously expensive. And yeah, this one doesn't make sense if you can get the previous model that is as good as this one, if not better, for less. And also, if you're looking for some great flagships at even more affordable prices, I personally have picked up something for myself, just to kind of take off the case, and that would be the Nubia Z70 Ultra. This one is a fantastic camera phone that does outstandingly for about $250 less than what these are running for. So I paid, in terms of PLN, 2,700 PLN for it. So that is super good value for the device, and it comes with one of the best cameras I right now have tested on phones myself personally, and it has better specifications at it, as it has the newer processor being the 8 Elite Snapdragon, and this fantastic edge-to-edge display. Though, to be completely honest, when it comes down to screen-to-body ratio, I think they are almost identical in terms of the actual percentage. This one is just more rounded corners. The phone that I just showed is more kind of, sharper edges. But like I said, it's going to be cheaper. And continuing with the cheaper, OnePlus 12 is also going to be cheaper while offering the same. So in any case, hopefully this video helped you out. And if it did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.